And the Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. So Alabama's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to. A matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can. Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Offense in a split backfield now. And the back now goes in motion. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Caught by the receiver. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now it's 2nd down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He'll hand it off. And the ball to the ground. Scooped up in the defense.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Poor starting field position here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A play action looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Looks like Georgia will have the first down. First down here for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
There you go, defense. Not fooled at all by that screen pass. Good job of flying to the football. The back had nowhere to go.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Well, they go with the out route here, but they're going to be short of the sticks. I'm not sure what the plan was, but the quarterback and the receiver have to understand the situation a little bit better. Now it's fourth and short.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. That is broken up and incomplete.
Defender sitting back in zone, eyes on the football, bats that ball down, headed for the in-breaking receiver. That's just really good discipline by that secondary.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cuevas. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throw to the running back in the flat. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Bell. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Catch made over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
To throw, it's Simpson. Receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's caught. It's Cuevas. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking for the wide out. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And the receiver snags it. It's complete.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To the air, it's Simpson. Looking for his big tight end. Over the middle, it's Cuevas. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Horton.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 11, but it'll be 1st down from there.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on 3rd down. Sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a 1st down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Play action here on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and A loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. That's reeled in. It's Branch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The shotgun handoff here. Powering through a tackle. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Fires it on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. A draw to the back. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick throw to his receiver. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And a low line drive, ugly punt. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back. It's Stockton. He escapes the pocket. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Looking for a receiver. The short completion of the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made on the left side. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Bulldogs are in the red zone now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field, trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Miller. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? Fights through the tackler. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll run it from the gun. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. 1st down to the 45.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Simpson. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down.
quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackled quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, tied to put them on top now. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver, Kirk, perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second and long now from their own 10. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. And the junior makes an outstanding catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Sticking with the running game. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the second down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Trying to get the throw off. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Pump over the middle. It's Frazier. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Nice grab. It's Branch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
The key on a third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
It's a quarterback keeper. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option, whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
They're set now to try the PAT. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. It's a quick grab. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters as we check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to throw again. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
I think anybody can understand trying to get this guy the ball. You want to trust your playmakers, but you can't expect him to beat double coverage like that every single time. It's too risky, and you're asking just too much from one guy.
They bring the punter onto the field now. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. He's going to hand this off. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run, and you pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. That's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. To the air. It's Stockton. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. What a kick. It's good from 57.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback keeps the football. As the first down is still going. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On the run, it's Miller. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. To throw, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Porton. And that's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
So a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here would be 53 yards. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. And the game now tied here in the final quarter.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Now it's 2nd down here. off an RPO. The quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down after a short gain there. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's looking deep down the middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. QB decides to keep it here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Porton. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. QB keeper all the way, fighting off the defender. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Back to pass. It's Simpson. He makes the catch. Nobody around him. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
It's a draw. Not much on that play, brought down short. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Gets rid of it on the move. And this one is caught. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
So still an important piece of business to take care of here, the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Man, is this guy a tough matchup or what? Not only are you trying to prevent him from making just a catch, but then you got to bring him down to prevent more yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And this time it's complete. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They mix it up with a run. Has the 1st down and more. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Oh, the running back. I think he might be frustrated. He had such a great gain, and somehow he gets pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I think he wanted to take that one all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. I don't blame him.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Tight end makes the grab. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They finish off the scoring drive.
What a touchdown here to pull them within one with under a minute to go. Conventional wisdom says you kick the extra point and you rely on your defense to send this game to overtime. But you could go for two to try to take the lead.
And now the crucial try for the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And with time a factor here late in the game, he'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The defense needs a stop to force overtime. Back to pass. It's Simpson. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter. A gain makes it second and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. He's made his only attempt so far. This one, the most important, to take the lead in the final seconds. So now on comes the field goal unit. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team will tackle him as the clock runs out. That will wrap up this game.